तो गाइस अपना था नेट बीच में डिस्कनेक्ट था, पता नहीं क्यों, बट क्वेस्ट अपना कंप्लीट हो चुका है। पर हम लोग ज़रा चेक कर लेते क्या है क्या नहीं। आ जाओ। सेव कंप्लीट कर लिया था अपन ने। ठीक है भाई, फाइनली अपने को मिल चुका है। इसका कोई स्किन है, ये वाला एक स्किन है। नो, ये मिला है। इम्प्रूव हेलियन बता रहे हैं। अभी एक ग्रेविटॉन स्पाइक का भी एक बिल्ड अपने को ज़रा देखना पड़ेगा। एक मिनट, इसमें क्या क्या आता है वो देखेंगे पहले ज़रा। एक सेकंड ना। वैसे भी क्राफ्टेबल है ना अभी। मन्नू भाई ऑनलाइन आ चुके हैं, वाह। इसमें क्या क्या आता है क्राफ्ट टेबल में, ज़रा एक बार हम लोग को चेक करना पड़ेगा क्राफ्ट टेबल में कितना क्या क्या है, और उसका एक बार बिल्ड देखना पड़ेगा। इसका गॉड रोल भी कुछ रहेगा ना अच्छा खासा। हाँ, 63। ओके, एक बार देख लेते क्या सीन इसका। आ जाओ। इसका इंट्रिंसिक भी निकालना पड़ेगा। अच्छा, मैगजीन बैरल्स और ये के लिए ठीक है। और क्या है, ये तो डिफरेंट बैरल्स है। ये अलग मैगजीन है। इसमें तो ये क्या आएगा, टेम्पोरल एनोमली, इसमें 4 है। ये लेना पड़ेगा, टेम्पोरल अलाइनमेंट रिफिट, ये अपने को लगेगा, ये अनलॉक करना पड़ेगा अपने को। फाउंड एक्सप्लोरिंग केपलर, ओके। इसमें तो अभी एबिलिटी है ही नहीं कुछ। और ये ट्रांसेंडेंट में ज़्यादा यूज़ होएगा, अगर ट्रांसेंडेंट एबिलिटी यूज़ करेंगे तो ज़्यादा होएगा। ठीक है, ये क्वेस्ट तो हो गया अपना। तो बाकी के बचे हुए ड्यूअलिटी और ये सब है। बाकी के भी ये सब क्वेस्ट बचे हुए हैं। अभी इसमें बहुत सारे क्वेस्ट छोटे छोटे हैं, वो भी हम लोग को करना है। सीप तो बंद हो गया। ये थोड़ा यूज़ करके देखते क्या सीन है, पता चलेगा कैसा वर्क करता है। अच्छा, आर्क वाले में ये था पूरा, ओके। और इसमें
Another lost enclave of humanity. It's incredible. After Neptune, I thought for sure there could be no more. I am rarely so glad to be wrong. We must establish ties with them. Do whatever you can, Guardian. But there is the problem of communication. Relying on Lodi troubles me, as helpful as he is. It would be better to be able to speak to them directly. Even one layer of translation can lose meaning, nuance. No need to mistrust him on my account.
How do you... There! Oh, Guardian! The Ionians were a huge help when I first arrived. I was disoriented. They helped me keep my feet on the ground.
We must learn more. Investigate, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you to be polite.
The Ionians are a society of scientists. I guess that's what happens when researchers end up on the outskirts of everything and stay there forever. Anyone you chat with will probably send you to the Dean. She nearly had a heart attack when I arrived. Called me anomaly blessed. They call you that too. Guardian, you've met Dean Rebecca. She's my rescuer, your host. She wants our help studying the Vex, and I've only been able to get so far.
I'm not surprised. They're hostile on a good day.
They didn't seem to mind me getting close.
It's odd they didn't shoot you on sight.
Huh. The Dean would appreciate help bringing the activated Vex samples to Professor Viola.
ये एक वेपन 2 का काम कर रहा है। ये तो स्टेसिस भी हैंडल करेगा और आग भी हैंडल करेगा, खाली बिल्ड अच्छी चाहिए बस इसको। ये हुआ क्या 20 कलेक्ट? दिखा नहीं, देखना पड़ेगा। इधर आके क्यों?
You've got an incoming call.
I have a favor to ask you, Guardian. It's about Lodi. Right now we have to rely on him to translate, to guide, but it's too convenient. We find a perfectly suitable ally who just happened to arrive here a little before we did. The Ionians have been isolated. I wouldn't expect them to know about Guardians or the Traveler, for instance. But Lodi seemed taken aback to see Exo and Awoken in shared files. Even the Neomuni, sheltered though they were, had those baselines. Where did he come from? Something about him is stranger, even than present circumstances suggest. Earn his trust, Guardian. Perhaps he'll be more forthcoming with you.
ठीक है, one quest is done. अबे और एक है? ओके, मेरे को लगा ये ज़रा सा छोटा सा चिल्लू सा क्वेस्ट रहेगा, लेकिन ये साला बोलते ना जितना करो उतना ख़त्म ही नहीं हो रहा है भाई। कोई नहीं, ख़त्म कर देते हैं। दिस शुड नॉट बी फिनिश दिस ऑफ। यार इसका एक जंप है साला, कुछ काम का नहीं है, बेकार।
The language will have to come with time. But the things they know. If I could just understand now, one step at a time. I've been able to initiate dialogue here and there with the Ionians, not much. But better than nothing. They are patient. I suppose they would have to be. One of them repeated the same thing for me, 20 times at least. I couldn't quite understand something about the holy anomaly. And Lodi, maybe. I'll have to try again.
Kepler is two things at once. Suspiciously serendipitous and deliberately challenging. It's like we were invited to a dinner and sat at our assigned seats without looking at the place cards. Someone wanted us all to meet. So where's the host?
इंटीरियर ऑब्जर्वेशन का रोल्स क्या है, जस्ट चेकिंग। सबसिस्टेंस किलिंग टैली, रिक्वेस्ट भी ख़त्म कर देते वैसे भी साइड बाय साइड।
Is that Lodi's journal? He wouldn't just leave it like this. Lodi, come in. We found your journal. Are you there? He's not answering. Something feels wrong. Let's track him down.
वो ज़्यादा ही टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं हम लोग।
Guardian, someone's on the line.
Hello, Guardian. This is Lodi. Sorry to bother you. But I need to know if I'm losing it. Are you experiencing hallucinations? I was transcribing notes and saw myself from 5 minutes prior. It did just what I had done on a loop, then vanished. Does that concern you? Guardian, I can't provide more context, but I also can't maintain protocol if I'm compromised. There's uranium jazz in my spine. It feels like someone's hand is using my arm as a sleeve. Wait, I hear a voice. Guardian, there's someone in my head. Oh.
Test. Exceptional candidate. Superior harmonic synapses, optimum dimensionality. A favorable replacement.
Well, Guardian? Does that concern you?
The signal's stronger here. I'm picking up a call and patching it through to your navigation display.
That voice in my head did something. Guardian, when you see me, tell me if something's wrong with my eye. Don't lie, okay? Oh, this is a sticky wicket. I'm seeing double of everything, but from 30 seconds ago, I need to get to another psychic slime.
Lodi, it's dangerous to venture into the Accord alone. Let the Guardian act as a mediator for you.
You know, I was having the same sort of idea.
Okay, we'll track down another slime and get to the bottom of this.
कैसा जाना है अभी? ये सब डोर यहाँ पे सब कुछ क्या खुद जो भी है क्या फालतूगिरी चल रहा है। खुलना चाहिए ना डोर। कितने आ रहे हैं बता भी वही।
House of Exile. We'll need to clear them out to interface with the slime force. Okay, Guardian. You're the one who can wield Kepler's energies. Give it a shot.
Whoa, wait, I'm feeling everything's spinning. Mr. Ghost,
Three's talent for weaving tapestries ever remarkable. This emissary has already made contact. Are you listening, weapon?
Who is this? You're speaking with the Guardian.
Primitive thing. I speak with the preemptive weapon.
Ah! Guardian! Something's in my head. Like we saw with the House of Exile. It must be the Archive.
Does everything still look like it's playing in reverse?
Oh! Oh! Oh, feels like you're plucking a nerve. Oh, I'm getting flashes. Images. Is someone trying to brainwash me?
You're on our way to another one of those psychic slimes, Lodi. Hang in there. Are you sure this isn't going to make it worse?
Worse? It can't get worse. Do it, Mr. Coast. I'm ready.
There's another mold. The Archon is definitely using these to reach through his followers somehow. We've seen something similar, but
I'm seeing everything. Like I'm looking down in a valley. There's a strange ship. It's headed towards an eye. But I see earlier there's a robot leaning backwards. Stars. Oh. I'm showing you some stars. I see us at a stand in a city. You bought noodles for me to try. That's good. What are these? Further ahead, I feel someone else's bloodlust. I want my freedom. I can kill for it, but I don't know if this is me. And at the end of the valley, I see you, Guardian, standing by Lake Michigan. It's the future. That was definitely not the Archon. So, something possessed me, rewired how I see time, and it wasn't the other telepathic alien we've met so far. All of my dreams are coming true.
That's one way to look at it. You're awfully calm for having someone in your head. If it wasn't the Archon, it was at least connected somehow.
It must have been that thing I saw when I arrived. I'm not human anymore, am I? What did it do to me? It's like I turned neon.
Yeah, bro, this is what we call Stunt Master G9. Look at this dude. Wow. Okay, this area is cleared. We have 3 quests on this area. Maybe some. Okay, what is this one? Dark Academy. Explore the area for information. Right, the real G-Man. We go with this one. Okay, let's tag the first quest. Yeah, I wanted to complete this one also.
That's from a golden age game called chess. I found a few pieces myself on Earth. It's a sure sign the Nine got their eyes on you. I used to think they were telling us to be strategic, think it through, play the long game. But now, I think it's a reminder that we're just placeholders.
Sounds like there are more pieces to collect in the Accord.
I'd sure like to know what they all mean, wouldn't you? Do it to it, hero.
सही जगह आया था मैं यार, हट गिर गया फिर से, फालतूगिरी चल रहे हैं। यही थर्ड वाला चेस्ट। अरे गिर क्यों रहा है बार बार नीचे भाई, ये क्या हो रहा है, गिर क्या है बार बार ये।
Last time I found one of these pieces, I was having a hard time. Fixing to bug out of this orbit for good. And then what stopped me? Convinced me there was something left for me here after all. Figured they were secret clues to my place in the Nine's grand plan. Turns out, they were Ionian messages that never made it home. I've just been collecting undelivered mail this whole time.
Guardian, I have an incoming transmission. Patching it through.
I have the Ionian Beam here. She sends her greetings. I'll relay your messages to her and translate what I can of her response. Whatever is in there is dangerous, but precious to them. It's been out of reach.
के लिए और कुछ है इसका शील्ड। ठीक है, अच्छा और एक things that I have to do here. यहाँ पे एक डोर था, वो तो हो गया।
This is centuries old. It looks Ionian. And by the scorches, it also looks dangerous.
The Dean speaking. Hold on. That object is a time-sped transfer or mixer. Wait, I understand now. It's an engine of some kind.
Excuse me, Dean? If this energy engine is so dangerous, why make it? Just something I've been wondering while we were carrying it.
She says at first they thought it would be a catalyst that would make them able to connect with the holy anomaly. To make them all timeless? She makes it sound like an engineered biological time loop. Functional immortality?
Incredible. That would definitely make it easier to settle here and conduct research.
The city has sought powers we weren't sure we could handle before. There's something human about that. The House of Exile never forgave sealing away the engine. The Archon convinced their people it was necessary for their survival.
It sounds like it wasn't just one thing that broke down between the Ionians and the House.
But this seems to be the first. The Archon used it as a wedge to drive their people apart until words failed. Sometime after, the Exiles sealed the way to the horizon and took up arms.
I've been standing under the stars thinking about orbits. How sometimes the pull of gravity between bodies is symbiotic, and other times disastrous. You can destroy an entire solar system by placing one aberrant mass into the balance, skewing the gravity of a closed system. I'm beginning to worry Lodi might be such an aberration. I didn't have a solid theory until we realized the Vex were involved here. Maya's collective seems to be looking for the same things Lodi is. If their motives are aligned, other things could be too. I want you on this. Find out what the Vex are researching. And take note of how Lodi reacts. If their orbits intersect, make sure we know how.
This stays between us. You know I've carried my suspicions around our arrival here, around Lodi.
I don't know, I can see how his tendency to be vague is suspicious, but he seems to genuinely want to help.
Recently, Ophiuchus uncovered that he's been sending encoded transmissions using Vex arrays, but we don't know to whom.
Oh.
He's exchanging information and pretending to be a lone agent. At the very least, he's sending out information and lying about it. I found the locations of the arrays. I'm forwarding them to you. Scrape their data and send it back.
Understood.
Okay, this should be the third one, I think. We just gonna find where the third one is real quick. This is a very long way off, man. This is halfway through across the map. Oof.
Guardian, someone's on the line.
Lodi here. Hope it's not a bad time, Guardian. Miss Ray isn't answering my calls. I don't know how I managed it, but I may have offended her. She asked me plenty of questions about the Vex right before, too. I guess she didn't like my answers. There's something new about the Vex I thought you and she should know. The Vex have been taking passive readings off the Singularity as long as I've been watching them. Now they're pinging it hard. Trying for a reaction. I keep getting this awful buzz interfering with my comm line, that's all I know. And please, when you get the chance, give Miss Ray my warmest regards. I hate to lose her esteem.
I can't figure you out, Lodi. Every logical part of me says your story isn't believable, that all signs point to you being a Vex simulation. And at the same time, something in my gut says I can trust you.
You can feel about me however you like. But I've got your back, Miss Ray. Always have.
इंटीरियर ऑब्जर्वेशन का सेकंड वाला रोल क्या है, ज़रा एक बार चेक करता हूँ। एक और एक मिला है, वो अच्छा है क्या ख़राब है, जस्ट देख लेते हैं। तो ये साइड का तो सब कंप्लीट हो गया। अभी बचा है इधर के 4 और इधर के 4, टोटल 8 मिशंस और बचे हैं अपने करने के। सो हम लोग जाएंगे आउटर स्टेपिस, वहाँ पर आके मिशंस करते हैं। 8 और साइड क्वेस्ट है अपने पास करने के लिए।
vex like these around Kepler, ones that have separated, usually they're dead. That vex, the vex that will be, is important. Let me explain. The Nine understand the vex as constants, brass rods on which the fabric of time is stretched and hung.
Vex seem pretty active as far as I've seen them. They keep busy building their spires, shooting people who wander by.
You're talking about motion. I'm talking about knowing where to look for vex under the rug. No surprises.
Deleting source of function trace. It wants us to stop whatever's tracing it. Makes sense. Where did this vex come from specifically? Maybe it left something behind?
Yes, but the cheese you have found is a new culture. Do you think it could rejoin the collective?
Ya se cuajó esta panela. It must find its own way.
फालतूगिरी हो रहा है मेरे हाथ से यार, शिट। अरे
Like we thought, these Vex must have locked onto your location to ambush you. What's this message? Oh, Sharp Cheddar is in my feed. It says, codependent variable, faction risks subsiding, plant decoy on destroyed codependent. I get it. Drop the radiolaria sample you took earlier here. Fake Cheddar's death. Could work. Pardon me. Sharp Cheddar.
It's yours to look after now. Will you refrigerate it?
I was sort of thinking the Ionians might look after it. They like learning, and Sharp Cheddar is new.
They'll teach it. New Year sunrises. All the beginnings anyone could have. Maybe a thesis.
I talked to Dean Rebecca about Sharp Cheddar. It'd be remiss of me not to point out the potential risk. But the Ionians are interested regardless. Dean Rebecca says she has safety protocols in place.
Cheese needs to age before it's anything. It's good. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like just a tactical advantage you want to preserve. Oren, this is important to you, isn't it?
A lake's flat surface reflects an image. I see myself. We both emerged. Do you see?
I think I do.
ठीक है, 8 में से हो चुका है। अभी 2 क्वेस्ट और बचे, 2 नहीं 7 क्वेस्ट और बचे। उसमें से सेकंड क्वेस्ट अभी हम लोग करने जा रहे हैं। सो लेट्स गो।
Guardian, I felt that. You found a piece of me, shed. A layer of past choice was molted here.
Oren, what? Was that you? What happened?
I clawed my way free of my own flesh, peeled back the time scale. It's not the only one, and it smells like memory. There is nothing more familiar than scent.
Oren, would finding more pieces help you?
There's a lash in my eye. Yes, I think it will help me.
Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction, and she's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
This is sterile. Embalming fluid and rubber. Chalk taste. Ugh. My intent to stay shed in dead anger. The Ionians test its petaled peels for a connection to their holy anomaly. They claim I was born here, from a corpse flower molt.
Exiles ahead.
They're picking over her corpse.
I need what they seek. Polluted ribbons and sinew lines to read. I don't mean to be cryptic. This one is mixed with dark matter. I left through a door that was always open, but I didn't leave to be Orin again. I thought I left to bring a message, but there's another reason.
My glimmer says the Nine let you leave knowing it'd fry your brain. What makes you think they want you delivering a message?
Your glimmer is worthless. That much I remember. And I know because I am here, so I am needed here. was the first. Raw still. I remember those nerves and burning lightning. I did not wish to leave, but it had to be done.
What do you mean you didn't want to leave?
It started as sunrise.
You must have been determined to leave the Nine to endure this. What did they do to you?
Whatever was needed. But this one specific straw, so dry and petty. A murky knife in spine. But the wound still tingles. Enough to break my service with splitting suddenness. It was personal. Not a regret. A slight... I can taste it on the tip of my tongue.
ज़्यादातर काम मेरा टेलीपोर्टेशन का ही है. इधर टेलीपोर्ट कर रहे, उधर टेलीपोर्ट कर रहे, इधर टेलीपोर्ट कर रहे, उधर टेलीपोर्ट कर रहे. बस यही काम कर रहा हूँ मैं जब से. और इनफाउंड पूरा मैप में घूम रहे भाई पागल जैसा. ये मैडम इधर खड़ी है.
One last fragment into the hole. Oh. I form the silhouettes of memories in my thoughts. Like neon outlines of overlapping events and momentary flashes. Like a downpour of beating rain. It's all out of order. These moments buck against the guide rail of chronology. But if I focus, there is one image. There. The image is clear. Of Gaul, my ghost. Zest and sunny sweetness. I don't know where this was. I just see them facing me. Maybe that's where I start. At the horizon. I'm sorry, Guardian. Give me time to bring this mess into order. As things clarify, I'll share them with you. And thank you.
What in the hell does your ghost have to do with this?
I don't know. But I do remember he didn't like you.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual. I'm an acquired taste.
Vex incoming.
This isn't him, but an idea imprinted on the silica.
You ditched the 9 over a ghost? These little con artists are almost as bad as your last boss.
Hey, watch it.
He tried to warn me about the 9 and you, Wu Ming. Gaul was kind and good, fresh bread. I told him to go to the city, but he died. He was killed when the light was severed. It was petty. They grabbed the network with careless hands and ripped it from the sky just to free me of my bonds.
Orin, a war resulted from the event you're describing.
They knew I'd send Gaul home, and so they saw our lights snuffed. Such effort. All for one little ghost. The rest to them is causation. Dismissible aftermath.
Yeah, the 9 need water. They divert a river and kill everything downstream. You know it. I know it. I'm sorry they did it to you, too.
Not all of them.
Scans show this ship is semi-functional. It will need some work, but we could get it home.
It's gorgeous. Always dreamed of flying something like this. Guardian, I had a vision. I don't know what to call it. And not just that, I saw these time scars around the planetoid. I saw people I recognized. They were around a table. They were laughing. It smelled like a holiday. I know this sounds foolish, but I was wondering if any of them are a door instead of just a window. If they are a door to pass through, I might be able to get back to where I came from. Guardian, can you check if any of those time scars are two-way? Will you help me leave?
मेरा स्पीड चाहिए था इसलिए मैं ये यूज़ कर रहा हूँ। स्पीड अच्छा रहेगा, जल्दी काम होता है स्पीड से। ये टाइम्स कार कहाँ पर है? अच्छा उधर ही खड़ा हो गया मैं।
No luck on this time scar, Lodi. Just one way. Are you at the ship?
I used to cruise something like this. My vision gave out. Thought they were gonna sack me, but boss realized I had brains, so they sent me to school instead. Service is probably different for you, Guardian. You're a lot older than we were.
Second times car should be here. Let's see, can find it.
Observe, connect, conceal, conform, comply, return. Return with your life if possible, with evidence if not.
Damn it.
Back in the DEO, we had guidelines in the event of extraterrestrial abduction. We each carried a coin with the steps just in case. They called it the Odysseus Protocol. Guess I was the first to use it. Didn't work great.
A time scar. Lodi, like this?
Yes, that's it. I'm in the ship you found, just seeing what's in here. I haven't been on Earth in a while. What's it like these days?
The last city is doing well. Almost back to normal now.
Thanks for checking on that time scar, Guardian. Still goes one way. Someone left a book on the ship. Do people not know how to use bookmarks anymore? Damn, no publishing date. Meet me back at the ship. Onwards and upwards.
The things you can learn from one ship alone. Little details, the labels and the readouts, placement of the screens. But I'm a details guy. The bigger picture is usually someone else's bag. Wonder what the higher-ups would make of this. That ship shouldn't take much more to get running. Maybe Mr. Drifter knows for sure. These aren't like the birds we have back home. I can handle one of those, no problem. This is a little more complicated. Anyway, there might be more to do here, but knowing there's someplace to go when it's done helps, right?
That thing that dragged me here, that 9. I don't think it can send me back. The way I see it, I've got 2 options. I can stay here feeling sorry for myself, waiting for the 9 to wear me like a rented tux, or I can come back to Earth with you and figure out what I'm supposed to do with what I've got left. Of course, the place I'm going isn't the Earth I remember. Gardy, you want to learn the salsa? Play football? Write cursive? You want to speak Welsh? I'll name a dozen dead things, and you tell me which one you want to learn. Then you teach me how to fly my spaceship. Ruskaya karta! Где Плутон? You know, it's hard to grok that those voices are planets, or attached to planets. Oren, it's a 2-way line to the 9, right?
It is, if it's daisies. What do you want to ask?
I want to know why they abducted me.
That is a very good question. will sense your connection to them as a guitar string. Feel for it, then pluck. A loud A. Whoever is closest will answer.
They're ultraviolet. I can do this. It's just saying hello. Here we go.
Emissary, you are just as rare as me. Once in a half-life. And look, you found the quitter.
Whichever of the 9 you are, I want to know what you want with me. Why did you take me from everything?
A rude question. One worth entertaining. We need you. And your gifts. You are called to serve.
Explain.
They're playing you. You can cut off the connection right now.
Look who's jealous. Feeling fleshy? Do you miss being taller than your tower?
It wasn't worth bear traps.
Oh dear, it only speaks nonsense. Primitive synapses, so easily breakable. Can you even remember which one I am?
I want to help, but I need to know who you are first.
Child of 3, who swam in their lakes, sweat on their plains, you have always known me.
Son?
When we woke, we were tied to the planets within the Sapiens system. We are bound to our gravity wells. The inner 9 understand this arrangement, but the outer 9 see the subtext as prison. And so, we are divided into factions.
I talked to Dean Rebecca about Sharp Cheddar. It'd be remiss of me not to point out the potential risk. But the Ionians are interested regardless. Dean Rebecca says she has safety protocols in place.
Cheese needs to age before it's anything. It's good. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like just a tactical advantage you want to preserve. Orin, this is important to you, isn't it?
A lake's flat surface reflects an image. I see myself. We both emerged. Do you see?
I think I do. Destruction? You don't need an emissary just for humanity. You need it between yourselves.
Your friend here? With the bad brain? She could not heal this division.
They are manipulating you. Trust my platinum, Lodi. They have already taken everything from you.
Irritant. It is still talking. New emissary. If it isn't too forward, you were made by fate for this task. Your telomeres are as melodic as 3 promised. Such handsome bosons. Symmetries that cut quantum strings. Rotations stopping temporal vibrations. Goodness me.
Oh, thank you.
एक बचा है बंदा. We have to find one more.
Light. Now I beseech you for help.
9. In my time, an emissary was a diplomat. Someone who found common ground. Let me try to be that for you.
Do not offer yourself.
If I can do my part, then that is my responsibility. I know you're trying to help, Orin. But let me be helpful too.
Lodi, listen. You deserve citrus. Please, as painful as it is, the truth is that you can't solve this.
If it's not me and my bosons, it's some other poor bastard. I don't want the Nine abducting somebody even further in the past than I was.
Stop this and save yourself. Move to the tower. Rebuild your life. That's what I'm doing. You can choose who you are. Do not self-immolate.
If I set myself on fire, then no one else has to.
Lodi, no.
Can it, quitter! Emissary, it must be you. There is no other candidate to pull forward for eons. And you, weapon, you know all too well. Even gods sometimes need a little killing. See you, Sunrise.
Ghost, Guardian, we took a look at what you sent over, and I think it's incomplete. But it's the next thread I needed.
It's another one of those time field fluctuations. Were those Vex cleaning the time field up? I wonder what they were trying to hide. Let's get a scan and see what Ophiuchus and Ikora think. Ikora, the Vex don't normally worry about their plans being discovered. Why cover something up now?
The attempt to conceal Maya's plans is precisely what worries me.
That's 2 down. Only 2 more signals to go.
There's something beyond the conductor's Vex manipulating the time-space around us.
If the Vex didn't cause this, they were drawn to it. We've seen how they react.
To dark matter. Everything points to the Nine, but this place doesn't resemble the unknown space they've utilized in the past. From what I'm seeing, this mystery looks less like a cipher we're meant to decode and more like a panicked scrawl we're struggling to read. This is a crime scene. We're captured in the gravity of this too. But we still chose to come. Timelessness or not, we're here now. And we've changed set futures before.
Ikora's got a lot to look over here, and we've got one more time field to scan. Let's move, Guardian. Guardian, you have one new call. Guardian, someone's on the line.
Guardian, Ophiuchus has produced an interesting development from the data you sent us. There are particles here, caught in each disturbance, that are suspended as a sort of static image. The Vex don't normally work like this. They rewrite something immaculately, as if it had always been that way. But this is sloppy. Too sloppy for Maya Sundaresh and her collective. Whoever did this wasn't worried about covering their tracks. They intended to be followed, and the Vex are sweeping up behind them. I wonder... We've always suspected the Nine existed in a parallel dimension of sorts. We know they're involved in bringing us here. What if we're on the right track, but facing the wrong direction? It makes sense that the Vex would be hunting after a fourth-dimensional being that can slip across time like they can. Maybe the Nine can accomplish something the Vex can't. For now, that's our best theory.
तीन क्वेस्ट और बचे हैं अभी अपने करने के। चलो ये भी ख़त्म ही करते हैं।
Ikora, Guardian. Drifter and I had something to show you, to better varnish your understanding. Kepler is part of the Oort Cloud, a sea cliff of Sol jutting over the abyss of space. If you want to understand what summoned you, you need to understand dark matter. Find a pool of radiolaria. Drifter will explain first.
I familiarized myself with the most recent studies from the tower. Dark matter is well documented.
Sure. In papers.
Peer-reviewed data is our strongest place of knowledge. Though I imagine, Oren, you have a different angle on the subject.
had my eyes on some of these Vex going haywire. It seems like the dark matter of this place is souring the milk, so to say. Once the stuff gets near Vex milk, the Vex become disconnected from the collective, and then go nuts before they slowly die off.
The Vex becoming disconnected due to dark matter influence implies some part of their biology is aware of its presence.
It is, even when limited to 3 dimensions.
Forgive me for only considering 3.
We are dealing with 2 separate problems connected by the 9. Dark matter, which is what they are, and time, which is what they shift. Dark matter can usually only be experienced, not observed. Think of wind, or scent, invisible but detectable. Shifts in time, though, are harder to sense. We are drawings on a piece of paper, and without us knowing, that paper is being folded into a crane.
I talked to Dean Rebecca about sharp cheddar. It'd be remiss of me not to point out the potential risk. But the Ionians are interested regardless. Dean Rebecca says she has safety protocols in place.
Cheese needs to age before it's anything. It's good. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like just a tactical advantage you want to preserve. Orin, this is important to you, isn't it?
Guardian, there's a growth in the Ionian settlement that the plant life is responding to. This interaction is arresting.
Catlia Rex. Beautiful.
We'll have to send additional researchers for further study of the interaction between transdimensional matter and material flora.
Once I can wrangle my proprioception out of the 6th dimension and stop my skin from shifting squares on the periodic table, maybe I'll write you a paper on it.
Dark matter doesn't explain the time-lost artifacts we've seen.
It does, in a way. The 9 exist outside of time. When one intervenes in our dimension, it can cause tears in space-time, pull things through. A hole punch in our paper crane.
You have a talent for explaining complex concepts. Have you thought about how you can share what you've learned?
No. I have not been able to cloud through what is next for me.
Knowledge decays if it is not shared, as the Ionians say. What do you miss most, Orin, now that you're not the emissary?
My media file collection. I put so much thought into curating it before all of this. I loved to magpie. Maybe I still do.
Lodi mentioned a collection of pressed music recordings he left behind. I bet he'd enjoy someone guiding through a few hundred years of what he missed. The time-lost objects we've seen. All of them are obviously from the past. We haven't seen anything yet that appears to be from the future. Orin, Can the 9 only pull objects forward in time?
Only forward, never backward. When I was emissary, I knew this truth as I knew my own pulse. The rule of chronal flow is the 9's oldest, and their cruelest.
We are going on ahead. यहाँ ही पता है आई एम हियर ओनली। यहाँ पे दिखा क्यों नहीं ना, ऊपर है क्या? ओके मुझे बाहर जाना पड़ेगा। गो आउट, बाहर का रोड निकालना पड़ेगा मेरे को।
The 9 on the other side of the altar is connected to the singularity, but they aren't one and the same. I don't see why they would seek to create a black hole, but their goals are different from ours. We have no sway over them.
Can you blame me for wanting to try?
Of course not. We've both been fortunate to learn about the world from the safety of the tower, and to learn about it
Okay,
from
last 2
underneath our
quests are
skin.
pending. Let's
Then
quickly
share
get them
that
done.
knowledge. There's a place and a future for you, Orin. Teach humanity what we cannot learn from study.
A future.
Then the side quest will be done. Only 2 more.
I
Two
would
more
like
quests.
that.
Guardian, listen. I've been churning around why we're all here. Our roles. You and I, Cora, like spice, draw a line of warmth forward. But Lodi, he speaks and fog leaves his mouth. Focus. Whatever promise was given to Lodi was a half-truth, preying on vulnerability. He calls for direction through red static. I doubt he even knows where his line leads, or what the 9 would do to him. He can't. If I didn't. He can't understand what he'll become. It's an impossible concept. But maybe if he did understand, he'd offer less friction. Maybe he'd be less cagey with us. I have an idea, but I'll need your firepower. Let's remove Lodi's blindfold. Hopefully, it'll be clarifying for us both.
There is a truth buried in Lodi. I brushed it away like sand. When it stands, a tower above him, the choice is no longer a singular one, but fractal. You'll take this little mirage and make reality with density and silica, and your light. Gather it.
Silica. Sounds like we're missing some Vex ingredients combined with your light.
Through electrostatic fog, we will ask him.
Isn't that a little forward?
Linearity appeals to me right now.
Hello? Is this... Am I coming through all right?
Lodi, hello. Orin and I have a question for you.
Do you taste the iron as they impart their charge? Is the flavor oxidized or smooth?
You taste iron too? No, oxidized, certainly. I've been noting the changes in alkaline flavor by hour. You absolutely need to talk more about that.
It is an after effect of your possession. Their voice leaves a taste in your throat.
Third one is here.
Are you going to tell us why you are here? The choice must be yours, as it was mine.
My organization received a signal and picked up. No one made a deal with anyone.
Not yet. They know a man only swallows thorns when he's starved.
I get it. Under all that, you take me to some poor rube, hoodwinked and knuckled under authority. You're wrong about me. Now, I get the feeling you're speaking from experience, and you think you know what you think you know. With all due respect, I ain't you.
Don't take it personally.
I know Orin is abrasive sometimes, but please, she's trying to help, and we're almost ready.
But I felt a power there, too. If what you're showing me brings me any closer to that connection, well, I have to know more. Lay it on me.
I placed a version of myself behind a window to hide my reflection.
Lead the way.
Focus.
What in the almighty heavens is this?
This is what I wanted to show you. A vessel. An avatar of power who was and is Orin.
You're saying they people you used to work for, they'd do this to me if I let them?
They will offer control over physics, motion through time, power without limit, to magnify you past what this body can muster.
What makes you walk away from that kind of gift?
It's not a gift. It's a trade. The strength you gain and the reasons you use it won't be yours, and you won't care. Your will for power.
But you're you again. You left. You can leave, so why show me this?
This is a kindness, because you should know what you're getting into if the Nine are involved. Accepting anything from them is the quickest way to make sure you won't go home. And I don't know how I left. It may not always be possible.
You're saying I might have to turn this down too. Your trade took everything from you, Oren. But they already took everything from me. I see it though, what you're saying. I see it 200 feet tall, staring me down. My God.
Guardian, you have one new call.
Do you see how Lodi is being led? A lick line of lashed scars clotting into a chlorine prod. Do you smell it on him? Feel it in his eyes? Stop. 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 I remember the Nine seek your most vulnerable moment, to give yourself freely. They understand when to ask, and when you'll accept. Do you call that a choice? The Nine don't make the rules. They are the rules. As far as they're concerned, volition does not exist. But I know better. It will hurt, but we should tell Lodi. Give him a clearer choice. An emissary is unlike a light bearer. The power doesn't belong to you. Not a gift, like the Traveler's Light. Nor does it exist within, like the darkness. An emissary is an expression of the Nine's will. You wield only what they give you, and only to the end of their wishes. I won't say that Lodi's in danger, but what the Nine might do through him. Proclaiming tongues, dozens. Twisted spoken excretions from timeless blue and violet plasmatic condensation. But which? Which of the Nine?
Is it inner or outer orbits? I need to know.
So it's inescapable. Lodi has been set on the path to become an emissary. But I don't know for which one. I'm responsible for putting that in motion. I can taste the tense link between me and him. Acid and capsaicin. Sting and tingling numb. An offering of recreational poison we withstand. That is their ploy. Arm us with knowledge, balanced with the subtle danger of being overridden. It is a straight line, and our changes don't loop into themselves like theirs. I escaped it only to doom him. The Nine are terrible communicators. They don't understand us any more than animals understand the mirage of a photograph's captured depth. They need an emissary. But I found what was at the end of that path, writhing to form language, with no will beyond theirs. Now I know. He will become it. Unless we divert him.
ओके ये क्वेस्ट तो हो गया. अभी आई थिंक एक लास्ट बचा है. वन लास्ट इज पेंडिंग, देन आई थिंक एवरीथिंग शुड बी डन.
Guardian, I think I've made a mistake. Lodi and I were talking. Now that conversation reeks of sulfur.
That sounds unpleasant.
I should have noticed it sooner, before the conversation spoiled into argument. But I didn't. I pushed him, and he stormed off into the hills. I tracked him to here and set a beacon to signal him, but he hasn't responded. Find him.
Send us his last known heading. We'll find him.
स्पेस हो जाएगा ना, बहुत सही काम हो जाएगा मेरा। इसका भी कुछ पता था, डार्क मैटर का डायरेक्ट यूज कर सकते थे हम लोग। जैसे स्पैरो का दिया है ना, वैसा होना चाहिए था इसका भी।
Oren, what exactly were you two arguing about?
The past, what might be, and the cliff of what he is becoming. He prefers to look behind instead of what's in front of him. He values service over freedom. I've already made that mistake for him.
He's going through a lot. Maybe we can approach him with a little more tact. Oren, we're
this
here,
telescope
but I
is
don't
working.
see Lodi.
Oren sent you after me. It's nice to see people get worried when you disappear. That's the one. Polaris. You know, my father taught me to fly an old Duster as a boy. I was an aerial surveyor during, well, we often flew at night. Stars were important. My old man used to tell me, nations are built by service. Drilled that phrase. Now, I didn't want to kill anyone. Our crew used to joke that we were sighting targets for Orion's next hunt, guiding his arrows to the hearts of evil men. We thought we could make killing fair. I'm not that naive anymore. But as an emissary, I could still put a finger on the scale. A check.
The position of emissary is not a comfortable one. Hanging between a mess of secondary colors caught in a minor key. The Nine need emissaries to understand humanity. Their subjective reality is fundamentally different from yours. Lodi is trapped in the present participle. Becoming. Transforming. Beginning to hear the stretch of magnetic fields. Learning to bear the touch of the Nine like acclimating to lightning strikes. The Nine don't understand plain, mauve disgust.
how we react to the changes they put an emissary's body through. My choices and the pain they brought me are my own. I'm not Lodi. His pain, his choices, his changes, gerund again. He is wrestling with them. Have patience with him, now and in future.
Oh भाई, finally everything is done. This is good. अभी बचा है हमको करना है इसका लेजेंडरी कैंपेन, और लेजेंडरी कैंपेन के बाद कुछ और बचा रहेगा तो वो करेंगे। अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे जाते हैं। सर्वर का कुछ पंगा हो रहा है, सर्वर में कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। तो गाइस ये था भाई अभी तक का अपना स्ट्रीम। मैं चला अभी खाना खाने, मिलते हैं आई थिंक लंच के बाद 1 बजे 1 या 1:30 बजे नए स्ट्रीम में। जब तक के लिए टाटा बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड स्टे सेफ। थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग।